It's time now for Caught My Eye. This is where our contributors bring things that caught their eye this week. And first, Afsani Becheles, we were talking about Amazon in India. Not such an easy road.
It isn't. And we also, Jeff Bezos, with his narrow shirt, go and promise that he would spend
He's there right
billion.
Now, right? Yeah,
exactly.
right.
And right at the same time as he was doing that, he also heard from the regulators in India that they were going to go after Amazon and Walmart.
Yeah, and it's not the first time the regulators in India have done this.
Absolutely.
I mean, Mukesh Ambani is a very wealthy man in India who doesn't necessarily want to compete against Amazon.
Absolutely. I think there's something really interesting going on also, which is that in Asia in particular, ex-China, a lot of the bigger economies are trying to create their own digital world. Yeah. So in fact, also what's happening is they are starting to not share data across with some of the groups that share data across. So this, I think, is definitely Mr. Ambani and looking into this, but looking sort of broader, I think, we will see more and more in other countries. People deciding to keep their data, developing local tech.
Well, China sort of led the way here.
Well,
absolutely.
This is a problem. I mean, because fundamentally, it even hurts themselves. Think about this, for example. You talk about sharing of data. As China wants to begin to become more global and therefore more of an export business, and that's where they're driving the economy, plus consumption, right? Are there merchants that are better off distributing through Amazon in the United States? Or is Alibaba better off teaming? Well, if you can't share data, that's done, right? So it's very short-sighted to say, I understand personal data, like your personal information, your genomic structure, your financials, but this is business information, knowledge of trade or customers. I mean, it will only hurt them in the long term if they understood why they should have data in these sizes.
And something that caught your eye was maybe President Trump thinks he's been hurt in the long run by his choice for Fed.
Well, this is, to me, actually, David, to me, it's absolutely incredible. I don't know if you remember the process. There were two candidates, Kevin Warsh and then Jay. Jay, who got the job. Jay was the consistency, stay-on-path candidate. Kevin was going to be the more aggressive transformation candidate. So he picks stay the course, his decision, obviously. Now, after whatever, it's been a couple of years, he wants Kevin. And they had a completely different strategy between the two as I've read it and followed it. So it's quite fascinating. I think the most important thing is I'm not sure he knew what he wanted in a Fed chair.
He just knows this isn't it.
Or would he say, I wish I'd picked Jay if I'd picked Kevin?
Well, exactly right.
Kevin would have been cleaning up the balance sheet of the Fed. That he stated this publicly, right? And he'd say, I don't want that. Don't clean up the balance sheet because you're constraining rates.
Okay, but having said that, hasn't President Trump basically gotten the Fed chair he wanted? I mean, they've been cutting rates.
Exactly. I mean, but he was talking yesterday about how the Europeans are ahead because they have negative rates.
Yes.
So I think he would have preferred rates to go down to
because he wants the currency down.
Absolutely.
But he doesn't want to manipulate, mind you. No currency manipulation.
Absolutely.
No.
Exactly.
He just wants our currency lower.
So China's not a manipulator anymore.